All right, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hurd. Hurd's first forecast waking up to the final day of the work week. 6 a.m. temperatures look like this. We're currently in the mild upper 40s and lower 50s, and that's mainly because we have a considerable amount of cloud cover and still some scattered showers out there across portions of southwest Montana. So here's the rundown for today. It's going to be a little bit different than what we're doing all week long because we have a change in the weather pattern. So fire weather conditions aren't quite so dire at the moment, but we'll take a look at some fire weather conditions. But I have an El Nino update. We did get an ENSO forecast update here the last couple of days. I want to touch base on that with you. Take a look at the drought monitor here as well. We'll have a little bit of a fire weather update here for you for southwest Montana. Obviously, the two largest fires in the state are here locally, and a deep dive into some forecast models. Again, we're expecting an active day today. A lot of activities going around southwest Montana, especially the Irish Festival. We'll try and narrow down how that's going to, how the weather's going to impact that here for today. And then again, we'll recap some fire conditions in El Nino, and we'll take a look at microclimates. We'll have Q&A coming up here at the end, and we will announce the winner of this mug. We had a silent auction here in southwest Montana, so I did not set my camera up very well here this morning. So I love that picture up there. Where are you? Right there. Took that in high school. So it's one of my favorite photographs. So let's take a look at the drought monitor. So an update yesterday on the drought monitor shows that most of southwest Montana right now is in the D1 category, or moderate drought. So I was really shocked. I haven't looked at this in several weeks, so the drought monitor doesn't look that bad. And hopefully the continued moisture that we could see over the next 6 to 10 days should help keep us, I think, in that moderate range across most of southwest Montana. All right, El Nino. Here's an El Nino update. If you've been tracking this, we're expecting one of the strongest El Ninos in our lifetime, and it could be up there in the top 5 strongest El Ninos by the time we get into late fall and winter. So there's a 90% chance this could be one of the strongest El Ninos, again, we've seen going back to the 1950s, but there's also a 70% chance that this is going to be an historic event. And sure, that sounds all great and fine, but what does that mean for southwest Montana and Montana in general? Well, the higher the chances, the stronger the event, the greater the confidence we have that we're going to end up probably with below average precipitation and above average temperatures going into the winter months. So there it is. That's the current look. You look out towards South America, extending out into the Central Pacific. That's one of the strongest El Nino signatures we've seen in a long, long time. So that's a quick update on drought conditions and El Nino. We're going to run a cold open, then we're going to come back and get into some fire weather conditions here right after this.
Covering southwest Montana with the insight only 40 years of experience can provide. From the valley to the highlands, get the facts before you head out the door. Your first choice for weather is Mike Hurd's First Forecast with meteorologist Mike Hurd.
Okay, William, I do have rain totals coming up for southwest Montana. There's been some impressive ones, and then there's been a few that have been not as much as we thought, and that's especially around the Dillon area. So I'm going to take a look at rain totals here for you in just a second. So let's get into our fire weather coverage. It's 6:05 here this morning. So our fire weather coverage, again, we had a change in the weather pattern, a cold front and Pacific moisture. Fires have settled down. They haven't been extinguished, but they have settled down. So here's the latest acreages burned, and the Sand Creek fire really didn't burn much over the last 24 hours. So this is about the same value we had yesterday morning at 27,736 acres burned. But the Bobcat Lakes fire did expand slightly, now up to 9,767 acres, and the Moose Fire is still holding just under 6,000 acres at the moment. So take a look at some of these fire stats so far for the state of Montana. So far in 2026, we used to have fire seasons, right? Late spring, summer, early fall, but now we have fire years. So far this year, 2026, a total number of fires in the state of Montana, 1,599 acres burned to date in the state, is up to almost 90,000 acres. Yeah. So the two largest fires are the two that are sitting there in the Pioneers. The Sand Creek Fire is the largest fire in the state of Montana, and the Bobcat Lakes Fire is ranked number two. There's a couple other fires around, but that Moose Fire in Granite County, again, is in the top five largest fires in the state of Montana. So we've been dealing with a lot of wildfire smoke from those fires. So it's nice to see the overall conditions have improved. Take a look at the burn scars so far, and this is going to be relevant to our discussion with precipitation because we have a chance for some pockets of moderate rainfall, and those pockets can bring some potential flash flooding into both of these burn scars over the next 24 hours. So right now there is a flash flood watch for northwestern portions of Beaverhead County. And that includes those two burn scars, but it's also for Wise River out towards the Wisdom area, down towards Jackson. So stay alert and informed and stay safe because there will be pockets of moderate to heavy rain at times over the next 24 hours. It's possible. We didn't really see heavy rain that I could see out of the rain gauges over the last 24 hours, but there was some moisture up there, and it was highly varied in around the Dillon, Wise River, and Wisdom areas. So the issue here is the soil. We have a lot of burned, charred soil right now. We call it a hydrophobic soil, and when you get moisture on top of that, it just runs off and can't get absorbed. So if you get enough rain, it causes things to run downhill, debris, sticks, blocks, whatever, and you can have these debris flows washing into gullies and small creeks and things like that here. So you got to be careful up there for firefighters. So that's one of the things they're going to be dealing with. But again, the good news is wildfire smoke has greatly been reduced over the last 24 hours. So we're breathing better air quality here for today. And with this cool, wet weather conditions, hopefully that'll hold true as we get into the next 24 to 48 hours. It'd be nice to catch a little bit of a break in the fire smoke department. I got a whole bunch of you jumping on here this morning. So please let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a little shout out. We have Shelby watching from Twin Bridges. Jeff Krogstad's jumped on. Scott, thanks for the awesome update. You're welcome. William watching, wanted an update on the Grasshopper Valley. I'm going to give you one here in just a minute. So again, folks, as you jump on here, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm running just a little ahead of a schedule, which is great because I've got a lot of fun stuff coming up here towards the end of the show. So let's take a 2-minute commercial break. I'm going to run and grab some coffee, and we're going to announce the winner of the silent auction of Her's First Forecast coffee mug. Of course, this is not an expensive coffee mug, but it's an effort to raise a little bit of money to beef up my business. So, and that's starting from ground zero and try and build a business. And hopefully by the next month or two, I'm going to blow your mind with what's coming up here on Her's First Forecast. Okay, we'll be right back. Tell me what you got here, Grant.
This is our 5,000-pound pneumatic electric forklift. It has lead-acid batteries that give you a full week's worth of work. Mm-hmm. It lifts up 16.5 feet. It lifts 5,000 pounds. It has side shift where the carriage moves back and forth, and fork positioner where the forks can move back and forth.
That's great. And you can tell people where they can come and get this.
Yeah. They can get this at VMAX USA at 4029 Wynn Avenue.
In Butte?
In Butte.
In Butte. Are you the only electric company in the region?
I am for heavy machinery. I'm actually one of maybe one in the whole country.
Wow.
That has electric heavy machinery. So.
Right. Well, it's a great business for Butte.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We're this is our national headquarters. We're building out a showroom so people can come and take a look at our machines. Okay. We're building out a national parts house for our machines so that if our dealers throughout the United States, if they need parts, they can order them here.
So tell me, you got more than just forklifts. What else you have?
Yes, we have electric loaders. We've got electric skidsters, electric big loaders. We also sell scissor lifts, which are tracked or wheeled, that are all 100% electric. And then we're looking at bringing in electric excavators as well. That's
Wow.
never been seen before.
Well, that's great. Well, good luck with that, and thank you for sponsoring.
Yeah,
Hertz
you
First
betcha.
Forecast.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Stop living under bad office lighting. Switch to modern LED lighting and instantly improve your workspaces. LEDs use up to 70% less energy. This LED wireless panel is my new office essential. No flickering, just perfect light. It was an instant upgrade for my workspace. Grab yours now. Call MC Wholesale for the newest LED lighting technology and start saving 1-800-879-3458.
Again, if you want to be a sponsor, I would love you to be a sponsor. If you got a business you want to advertise here on Hertz First Forecast, please give me an email, a digital message, a phone call. All my contact information is there on Hertz First Forecast. Just look up towards the top and you'll see the bio information sitting there on Hertz First Forecast. So I had a comment yesterday that subscribers, wrong graphic. Subscribers didn't want to see ads. And it's like, if I could make that happen, I would, but it takes money out of my pocket. So subscriptions are a way that I can contact and be a part of your community, and you can be a part of mine. And paid advertising is just another way of earning a little bit of money. So again, I'm trying to recoup the lost income that I had from my job that they laid me off, and I was very heartbroken over that whole thing. And again, I'm trying to build a digital weather business, so I'm trying to keep that in check. All right, so again, weather headlines for the next 24 hours or so. We're definitely in a cool weather pattern, which is fantastic. Higher humidity, lower fire danger, but we're still tracking good chance for showers and thunderstorms here for today. And most of this moisture will be gone by Sunday, but the cool air will be definitely sitting around into a better part of next week. So I'm getting a lot of reports here this morning from folks. How much rain have you had in your rain gauge? So drop a comment there. I would love, I'm going to show you a graphic of all the data that I was able to compile here this morning. But if you have a rain gauge and you're monitoring the total precipitation out of this storm front, drop it in a comment and I'll give you a shout out here in just a minute. So again, the rundown for today, we looked at El Nino. Now we're going to jump into a deep dive into forecast models and give you an update on what's to come for the next day or two in the next 15 minutes here. And again, rain. So here's Diane Jeffers' rain gauge up in Dry Creek near Bozeman, up to a half an inch of precipitation in her rain gauge over the last 24 hours. And when I posted that picture, let me see if I can find it, because a lot of you guys were posting your pictures in on here as well. So Three Forks, let's see, Tara had, as of 0.8 of an inch from 7:30 to 7:50 last evening, still raining, more moderate rain, and she had, again, almost 0.8 of an inch, which is great. Valley Grove subdivision in Bozeman had 63 hundredths of an inch. That's fantastic. Let's see, we have one here from Glen, Montana, almost 3/4 of an inch of precipitation. Butte, your rain gauge there for Denise, where is it? At 55 hundredths of an inch, a little over half an inch there in the Butte area. Dillon, well, here's one of the bigger rain gauges. Alicia had, it looks like, it's hard to read, 16 hundredths of an inch, 15 hundredths of an inch. Some of the rain gauges I saw around Dillon were less than 1/10 of an inch, so that is fantastic. So drop a comment here. How much rain have you had in your rain gauge over the last 24 hours? Because these are the rain totals that I was able to dig up online. And looking at the comments, sorry. Top of the list there was Whitehall, almost an inch of precipitation. Just down the road at Sheridan had about 0.6 of an inch. Townsend with around half an inch. West Yellowstone, I saw one rain gauge north of West Yellowstone at 45 1/100 of an inch, but I don't believe it came nearly that much came in West Yellowstone itself. Belgrade had some beautiful rain showers last night, ended up around 4/10 of an inch. Anaconda, a little over 1/3 of an inch. Helena and Butte, close to 3/10 of an inch over the last 24 hours. I saw one rain gauge up around Wise River with 21 1/100ths of an inch, but Dillon, inside the city limits there's some rain gauges, and it was only like 2 1/100ths of an inch. It was incredibly low. Looking at some comments here, Shelley Brown out of Twin Bridges had 6/10ths of an inch. Kendall reported just southwest of Belgrade had 34 1/100ths of an inch. Tommy had what, 9/10ths of an inch in Three Forks. Sorry, I massacred your name. I'm not sure how to say your first name, but that's okay. Let's see what else. Divide had 45 1/100ths of an inch. That's down there in the upper Big Hole region. So some fantastic rain totals coming in across portions of southwest Montana. Pam, good morning from Butte. We are thrilled to see the highlands this morning. Yeah, I bet out of Butte with the lack of smoke and air quality is doing a lot better. So that's what I have for rain totals. And these numbers are going to continue to climb because today is a day for additional rainfall across southwest Montana. And there could actually be some decent rainfall, and we're going to take a look at models. So let's dive into the details on the forecast. So here is the European. This is a global model. So typically with global models, they step back and look at the big picture. So it's not as defined. It's not really a fine-tuned precipitation. It's more generalized, but it does appear, if I can get this to move. Come on. It doesn't want to move. Let me do that. And that. There we go. So you can see moisture is increasing here throughout the day, and these blue and green areas, again, picking up a fair amount. But by this afternoon into this evening, again, it does show a pretty decent chance for at least some scattered showers and thunderstorms. So again, it's a broad view. It's not getting very specific, and I'm going to leave it at that because we have higher resolution forecast models that actually show you a better view and gets a lot more well-defined as we get into this afternoon. Again, we're starting to see some scattered showers late morning, early afternoon, and then it does get a little more intense with some of the thunderstorms. But this shows, again, by the time we get into tomorrow and today, that's when we start to pick up a little better chance for some pockets of heavier precipitation, especially in central Montana. But there's little pockets of these yellow areas around southwest Montana and both sides of the divide. So we could be looking at another 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. But not everybody is going to see that kind of precipitation coming up over the next 24 hours or so. And in fact, this shows that Butte could have maybe up to 3/4 of an inch, Bozeman maybe around 3/10ths of an inch, and West Yellowstone possibly up to 3/10ths of an inch to 1/2 an inch of precipitation. Dillon, again, you're on the bubble there. It's probably somewhere around 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch is possible. That's not saying you'll see that much, but hopefully you will. But that's that forecast model. And as we go to this one, which again does show a little better chance for some precipitation over the next 24 hours, as we just let this play out again over the next 24 hours. Let me go to the end here and then kind of zoom in so I can see what's going on. You can see Butte could have up to 1/2 an inch. Again, Bozeman around 3/10ths of an inch. Dillon could have maybe 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. So regardless of the totals, we're definitely looking at a continued wet weather pattern developing here across portions of southwest Montana. So the forecast, again, has an unsettled pattern for today. I don't know if I refresh this. There we go. All right. So you can see today we're still dealing with moisture, and that continues into this afternoon and definitely into this evening. But then it diminishes overnight. Saturday, not quite as much moisture, but there will definitely be some pop-up showers and isolated thunderstorms. And then a warm front begins to move in as we get into Sunday, and that brings in some warming and some drying conditions across the region. So I think if you did a general weather forecast for total precipitation for most lower elevations, it'll vary anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Some areas are going to get a lot more, some are going to get a lot less, but we're all expecting moisture today, and that's the good news. There is a very low probability of excessive rainfall here. Not expecting a great deal of heavy rain, but again, there could be some pockets of decent precipitation. And the 6 to 10 day forecast starting to warm up as we get into next week, but still staying near normal for temperatures until the end of next week. And again, there's still a slight chance for some off and on showers and thunderstorms as we get into most of next week. So everyone is happy that they saw precipitation over the last 24 hours. I know I was. In fact, I was like, I predict rain, and I was like, it was my day to water. It's like, do I water the lawn or not? So I started watering the lawn, and then it started raining. So I said, I should have done that hours ago. And maybe it would have rained a little bit sooner. All right, quick look at current temperatures right now as we wake up this morning here on HERS First Forecast. A little bit of cloud cover. There's a few spotty showers out there. And again, I do have some mild numbers in here this morning in the 40s and 50s as we wake up. We'll probably stay a little on the cooler side for afternoon temperatures because of the showers and thunderstorms here across southwestern Montana. So let's take a quick look at radar. And every time I say radar, I've got a dog named Radar. Let me refresh this. So you can still see we're kind of between waves. We got the next wave moving into Ravalli County right now. And again, it will continue to fill in as we get into late morning and early afternoon. And then the scattered thunderstorms start to build this afternoon into this evening. And it's that off and on type of weather pattern. We'll pick up little pockets of precipitation, a little bit of a break, and then we see a little more wet weather trying to move in off and on throughout the afternoon. So some of these little thunderstorms have the potential of producing some brief heavy rain. So here's your futurecast for today. And I want to make sure we got the latest version. So let me do this and that. Okay. So as we go into this afternoon, you can see scattered showers and thunderstorms are trying to enhance late afternoon. That's when things kind of blow up. It's the warmest part of the day. You got the greatest lift in the atmosphere, and the atmosphere becomes unstable. So you get these scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into this evening. And boy, it really looks like it's a good deal south of Interstate 90 for southwest Montana. Hopefully down in the Dillon area, it looks promising, although we didn't pick up a whole lot in Dillon out of the last wave last night. This does look a little better, and hopefully it'll come true for you folks down in Dillon over towards the Grasshopper Valley up into the Wisdom and Wise River area. So those two fires should get a nice drink of water here today as we get into this afternoon and into this evening and along with the rest of us. And then it begins to diminish here as we get into the overnight hours. And let's take a look at tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, again, there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms punching in again late afternoon. I know the Henri Raw Irish Festival is going on in Butte. The Potato Festival, Spudfest, there in Manhattan. You got the Mountain Man Rendezvous there in Whitehall. And let me look at forecasts for all of that. But again, Saturday afternoon still looks like there's a chance for some thunderstorms to move in. But all of that should be gone by the time we get into early next week. So just cruising through some of the comments. Martin says, very happy to see rain in Lauren. That's great. Thank God for the rain, says Michael Kenny. Yep, I'm with you there, bud. Again, if you have any rain reports, if you have rain gauges in your backyard, let me know how much precipitation you've had. And I did post a picture from a rain report last night, and folks are jumping on, posting pictures of their rain gauges there. So that's great. And we'll try and share more of those throughout the day. So it's 6:25. We're a little ahead of schedule, which is fine, fantastic. Again, we're going to take a look back at some fire weather conditions, and then we're going to jump into some microclimates, and then we're going to announce the winner of this mug on the silent auction, and then we're going to get into some event forecasts around southwest Montana. So I have a lot coming up in the next half hour, but first we want to run. Where are you, bud? Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm not done. We need to take a look at all the forecasts. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's see. Forecast for today is mostly cloudy, scattered showers and thunderstorms. 60s and 70s are likely for daytime highs today. And this evening will be into the 40s and 50s again. Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, mainly early and then diminishing late. So the extended 7-day forecast for Butte has scattered showers and thunderstorms today, a few tomorrow afternoon and evening. Sunday looks better. But look at that. We're holding out into the 70s through most of next week. Anaconda, chance for thunderstorms today. Could be some brief heavy rain. A little warmer tomorrow, but again, some scattered showers and thunderstorms possible in the afternoon and isolated little rumbles in the middle of next week. For Belgrade, Again, scattered thunderstorms today, a few showers tomorrow afternoon, and then Tuesday and Wednesday does look like a little more afternoon thunderstorm activity will be building into the region. And for Bozeman, and again, the best chance for showers and thunderstorms is today. A slight chance for a stray shower Saturday afternoon. Tuesday and Wednesday looks like a little more boom booms coming up in the afternoon. And West Yellowstone, again, a little bit of an active pattern over the next 24 to 48 hours. And we pick up a little bit of instability again into Tuesday and Wednesday, but holding out in the 70s for highs with the exception of today. Chilly at night in the 30s. All right, Livingston, again, scattered showers and thunderstorms in your forecast. We have a little better weather for your Sunday over there in Livingston, but again, isolated late afternoon storms are possible as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. State Capital, scattered showers and thunderstorms today, a few showers tomorrow, warming up in the 80s by Sunday, and an isolated rumble or two in there Tuesday into Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. Let's take you down to Boulder. Your extended forecast again, scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday into Saturday, and again on Tuesday. You can see temperatures kind of holding out in that low to mid 70 range, which is wonderful. In Townsend, again, a good chance for showers and thunderstorms today. Isolated little bumps as you get into Tuesday and Wednesday, but right now the pick day is Sunday for southwest Montana. Virginia City, again, a good chance for showers and thunderstorms here Friday into Saturday, mostly sunny and mild for your Sunday. We'll go with a scattered thunderstorm or two on Tuesday and Wednesday, but upper 60s and low 70s for wonderful temperatures for August. And for Ennis, again, a good chance for thunderstorms and showers here for today. A few late day showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Again, there could be some late afternoon to early evening rumbles around the region. And for our viewers over there in Whitehall, we're going to give you a chance for some showers and thunderstorms Friday into Saturday. Beautiful Sunday. Isolated rumbles as you get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. And again, temperatures will be mild, not hot, and that's fantastic. All right. Well, that's an old graphic. So we'll be right back. We'll do a quick promo break, and then we're going to come back and take a look at fire weather conditions one more time, and then we're going to jump into some microclimates.
When it comes to the weather in southwest Montana, I'm plain fussy. I won't watch anyone but meteorologist Mike Hurd, period. Whether I'm checking his first forecast on Facebook or streaming it on YouTube on my TV, Mike's the only one I trust for real weather expert analysis.
Heading out for some fun this weekend?
Just for the rodeo, but I am worried about this crazy weather.
Seriously, how are you tracking the storms?
I am just watching the radar app on my phone. I follow Herd's first forecast for all my local alerts. Mike provides hyper-local tracking that keeps me ahead of the weather. Go subscribe to his Facebook page.
When it comes to the weather in southwest Montana, I'm plain fussy. I won't watch anyone but meteorologist Mike Hurd, period. Whether I'm checking his first forecast on Facebook or streaming it on YouTube on my TV, Mike's the only one I trust for real weather expert analysis.
Tell me what you got here, Grant.
This is our 5,000-pound pneumatic electric forklift. It has lead acid batteries that give you a full week's worth of work. It lifts up 16 and a half feet. It lifts 5,000 pounds. It has side shift where the carriage moves back and forth, and fork positioner where the forks can move back and forth.
That's great. And you can tell people where they can come and get this.
Yeah. They can get this at VMAX USA at 4029 Wynn Avenue.
In Butte.
In Butte.
All right, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hurd, Herd's first forecast. We're jumping into our second half hour at 6:30 in the morning. Temperatures are in the 50s for the most part. We have mostly cloudy skies and some beautiful rain last night. So hopefully that's helping out area fires. Another update on fire weather conditions across the region. Again, the fire monitor shows very, very little growth to really no growth at all there on the Sand Creek fire in the Pioneer Mountain Range, but there was some growth over the last 24 hours in the Bobcat Lakes fire. It's now up to 9,767 acres, and the Moose fire burned a little bit, but it's still holding just under 6,000 acres. And again, some statistics are for the state of Montana for the year of 2026. Almost 90,000 acres have burned so far this year across the state of Montana. But the two largest fires in the state are right here in southwest Montana, and they are I'm looking at comments. So they are the two biggest fires, and again, they're burned about 40,000 acres. So again, out of that 88,000 acres total, about half of that has been in northwestern portions of Beaverhead County. There is a flash flood watch out for northwestern portions of Beaverhead County for today into this evening due to thunderstorm activity that can bring some brief heavy rain. So you get on those burn scars, and there is potential for debris flows, and that is a hazard for firefighters, something that they're going to have to monitor very closely. But the flash flood watch also includes like Wisdom, Wise River areas, for example. So watch for ponding on roadways and visibility to be reduced periodically once you get into some of those heavy thunderstorms. Now, that's a possibility. Some forecast models are trying to bring a good, decent amount of moisture in there, and hopefully that'll be true. But the problem with burn scars, and this is going to be an ongoing issue for those two burn scars for the next year or two, is the charred soil, and it repels water. So it makes water run rapidly down the mountain range, and it can pick up a lot of ash, debris, rocks, logs, whatever, and transport that down into lower elevation. So there is a flash flood risk there for the next 24 hours because of the precipitation. But the good news is the wildfire conditions have greatly been reduced. So smoke is finally moving out of the area, and we can breathe a little easier, I think, for a couple of days, which is great for high school and college football players who are trying to do two-a-day practices around southwest Montana. So that's a good change of pace there for southwest Montana. So I'm looking at comments and trying to figure out sharing early morning coffee with you. Thank you, Mary. Gladly watching from Three Forks. Love that. Tyler, got some good news for you, bud. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. Good morning from Hall. Hall picked up a little bit of moisture. That's fantastic. And again, great comment. So leave a comment in here since we're picking up new folks this half hour. How much rain have you had in your rain gauge? And let's get into some of those rain totals. So again, we have a lot of pictures coming in on my Facebook page of folks snapping a picture of their Davis weather station. And again, Diane Jeffers in Dry Creek sent that picture last night and had about a half an inch of precipitation. So here's the rain total so far today over the last 24 hours, and these are expected to go way up, but it varies anywhere from 2/100 of an inch in Dillon, almost to an inch in the Whitehall area. But again, everybody in between had around 1/4 of an inch to a half an inch plus of precipitation here in southwestern Montana, and there will be more today. Livingston didn't have a whole lot of precipitation. So look at Tyler's comment there, but hopefully we'll pick up some better chances for precipitation here today and into this evening over there into the Livingston area. And I want to show the national blended model. So this model kind of blends a lot of the various models and puts it into one, kind of gives you a report of what to expect. So you can see these blue and orange and yellow areas in southwest Montana. There is a chance for some pockets of moderate precipitation over the next 24 hours. There could be an additional 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, half an inch, and even a little bit more. Really hinges on where some of these slower moving thunderstorms develop this afternoon and into this evening. So the potential is there for some decent moisture over the next 24 hours. It's going to keep things on the cool side, and then we'll pick up another little wave of moisture as we get into Saturday afternoon with a little bit of a break in the early morning hours on Saturday for southwestern Montana. So again, the front system shows a warm front moving in here by the time we get into Sunday. So that'll be your better weather day for outdoor activities. But as we come back to Friday afternoon into Saturday, there will definitely be some scattered showers and thunderstorms in there. And then by Sunday, it does look like we're picking up a warm front and things are clearing out across southwestern Montana. So some good news there. And again, the 6 to 10 day forecast does show warmer than normal temperatures, but continued chance for at least a few off and on showers and thunderstorms as we get into the middle part of next week. So that took us through, again, the fire weather conditions and a little bit of weather forecasting. There's a whole bunch of you are jumping on here early this morning. I need to find my rundown and put me back to where I need to be. Where are you? I want to get into, bear with me for one quick second. All right. So we're going to take another promo break, and we're going to jump into microclimates. We're going to announce the winner of Hertz First Forecast Silent Auction Mug. That's coming up here in just a minute. We'll take a look at current conditions and get into a lot of event planning. There's at least 4 good events around Southwest Montana that I want to highlight here today, and we'll do that here right after this.
Good morning, Mike. I just wanted to give you a call and let you know that you've done a great job being given lemons and turning it into lemonade. Congrats on all your hard work, and I really appreciate all the support that you're getting as well.
I spent years relying on those generic weather apps, only to get caught in thunderstorm I never saw coming. Then I found Hertz First Forecast on Facebook. It's hyperlocal analysis, not a bot. Now I actually know what the conditions are before I leave. Just look it up.
Honey, I'm getting ready to go for a bike ride. I better check Hertz First Forecast. I don't want to get stuck in any lightning or thunder. Mike says it looks good. I'll be back in a couple hours.
When it comes to the weather in Southwest Montana, I'm plain fussy. I won't watch anyone but meteorologist Mike Hurd, period. Whether I'm checking his first forecast on Facebook or streaming it on YouTube on my TV, Mike's the only one I trust for real weather expert analysis.
Heading out for some fun this weekend?
Just for the rodeo, but I am worried about this crazy weather.
Seriously, how are you tracking the storms?
I am just watching the radar app on my phone. I follow Hertz First Forecast for all my local alerts. Mike provides hyper-local tracking that keeps me ahead of the weather. Go subscribe to his Facebook page.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hurd, Hertz First Forecast, looking at the comments. Craig, was watching on YouTube, but people on Facebook are enjoying all the comments, and there is a way I can do that. I just haven't figured it out, how I can look at all the comments, and I think I can do that through Restream, but I have to educate myself on doing this live streaming stuff and how to look at comments for both YouTube and for Facebook. But right now, I'm only able to do Facebook at the current time. Something just popped up on my screen. It was really bizarre. Okay. Let's see, Mary Jane, love the lemonade ad. Yeah. Thank you, Craig, Mr. Krogstad, Jeff Krogstad, for doing that. Let's see, William, still watching from Grand Haven, Michigan, keeping an eye on activities over Maverick Mountain in the Grasshopper Valley with the Sand Creek fire. I grew up in Idaho Falls, and now I own a family cabin that was built near the ski hill 55 years ago. Very tense week. Yeah, I bet it was a very tense week. Hopefully your cabin is still standing, but yeah, it was a crazy week here for Southwest Montana, and we are very lucky to get this little change in the weather pattern with moisture and cooler air, and that has reduced fire danger greatly. 6:40, perfect time. Let's jump into microclimates, and then we'll get into some specific event forecasts, and we'll announce the winner of the mug here, and we'll wrap up the show. Let's take a look at Water District first as we move over towards Deer Lodge, Garrison, Hall, and Avon. Your forecast again is calling for rain. Hopefully some good rain here for today. Would love to see more rain in your area. And isolated thunderstorms, definitely on the cooler side. Around some of these thunderstorms, you'll find locally gusty winds. Some outflow wind gusts are possible today. But look at the cool air, only in the 60s for highs, and lows tonight should fall off somewhere into the lower 40s here for tonight. So there's a good chance that you could pick up 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch plus here out of some of these passing showers and thunderstorms over the next 24 hours. And again, we could see another little wave of moisture moving in tomorrow afternoon, and that's what you see here in the extended forecast for Deer Lodge. Sunday still looks to be the better day as a warm front begins to move in, but the atmosphere does turn a little more unstable again as we get into next week, and there could be some off and on thunderstorms. And even though we're getting a lot of cool, wet weather now, next week's thunderstorms are still kind of a nervous time because a lot of lightning is still possible, and despite the moisture we've seen here, it won't take very long to dry out and new fire starts or something we'll monitor next week. Let's move over to Anaconda, get you into the smelter shadow. And again, a high probability of showers and thunderstorms, especially this afternoon and into this evening. Some of those thunderstorms could bring some strong outflow wind gusts. Temperatures today should vary from the low 60s to the low 70s this afternoon, and lows mostly into the 40s. And for Anaconda, again, scattered showers and thunderstorms today. A little warmer tomorrow, but a better chance for afternoon rumbles and partly cloudy skies for your Sunday. Isolated shower possible, but we'll pick up some off and on little rumbles into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. It's not a high probability, but there definitely could be a few scattered thunderstorms dancing around your part of southwest Montana. Let's take over to Mining Heritage Region for Butte, Boulder, up towards Ramsey, Walkerville, Elk Park. Again, a good chance for showers and thunderstorms here today. Some thunderstorms have the potential for brief heavy rain, strong outflow winds, small hail, and frequent lightning here today. Temperatures should stay in the cool 60s, maybe upper 60s, but overnight lows tonight will fall off in the low 40s. And watch for fog to develop in the next 24 hours. There probably is a little fog up there this morning in Elk Park. Every time it rains and you get a little clear skies, you get fog up there in Elk Park. So watch for that as you travel from Butte to Helena, for example, early Saturday morning. There could be some Apache Valley fog. And what's problem with traveling in the fog up there in Elk Park? It's named Elk Park because of the elk, and there are elk on the highway. They can be elk on the highway, so you always see a few dead elk up there. And hitting a deer is one thing, but hitting an elk can really ruin your day in a big hurry. So watch for that if you're traveling up around Elk Park in the early morning hours. So here's the extended forecast for Butte. Again, a good chance for thunderstorms this afternoon into this evening. We're expecting scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Looks like Sunday's going to be a little bit better. And then you can see Tuesday, probably some afternoon thunderstorms, maybe a slight chance on Wednesday as well. And then we expect to see cool temperatures, highs in the 70s, which is outstanding. Lows will be a mix of mainly 40s as you go through the next 7 days. And as you move just up the road in Boulder, again, scattered thunderstorms and showers and cool air for today. And an isolated late afternoon thunderstorm is possible on Saturday. We'll pick up some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday and into Wednesday. Highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s for you folks up there in Boulder. Let's take you down to Dillon in the Beaverhead region, Beaverhead country. Again, forecast today is cool. A good chance for rain, although most of it kind of bypassed Dillon yesterday, but there's still high probability and high hopes that we'll pick up some beneficial precipitation here over the next 24 to 48 hours. And overnight lows will, I got one too many numbers in there, and Grant, sorry about that. It should be 46, not 436. A lot of work goes into building these graphics. I got to do these all manually in Photoshop, and man, just it takes hours and hours to build all this stuff. So again, made a little typo, but those are far and few between, but they happen. Okay, so the extended forecast for Dillon, scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible as you get into today, into the early evening hours tonight, and just a few showers off and on, maybe a clap of thunder mixed in there late tomorrow afternoon. As you look at next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, again, a slight chance of 40 to 60% chance it will pick up a little bit of thunderstorm activity for you folks over there in the Dillon area. We'll see overnight lows mostly in the 40s. Let's move over to the Gallatin Valley for all my friends and family here in the Bozeman, Belgrade area. Around the valley today, we'll look at a good chance for some showers and thunderstorms, mainly late morning, early afternoon through the early evening hours. Some thunderstorms have the potential for some brief heavy rain, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And locally windy, so it's hard to put a wind forecast in there because it's going to be highly varied throughout the entire day. We'll see temperatures in the 60s and 70s and 40s for most overnight lows for tonight. And again, just an excellent chance for some beneficial precipitation. So the extended forecast, starting with Belgrade, your outlook, again, good chance for thunderstorms, a high probability, 80 to 90% chance. We're going to get smacked with some showers and thunderstorms later today. And then off and on showers tomorrow, a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, but looks like Sunday could be the warmer day with a warm front moving in. And then we'll pick up those atypical late afternoon thunderstorms as the atmosphere tries to warm. It becomes a little unstable. And then we expect to see, again, a few pop-up rumbles develop there. Similar pattern for Bozeman. Scattered thunderstorms of high probability today. There could be a few drips tomorrow and a few isolated little rumbles into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, but very comfortable temperatures in the 70s. Overnight lows will be a good mix of 40s and 50s. Let's go over to the Headwaters region and take a look at Three Forks, Radersburg, Towson, Townsend. Your forecast today, beautiful numbers in the upper 60s to low 70s. Cool tonight in the 40s, but again, a very good chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and a few early evening rumbles for tonight. But after midnight, I think that will probably taper. In the extended forecast, Three Forks, best chance for showers and thunderstorms. The highest probability day is today. Tomorrow, there's a slight chance for shower. And then Sunday, it looks mostly sunny in the afternoon. We'll pick up a few showers and thunderstorms, possibly into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And that's pretty close to what I expect. Oh, that's the wrong graphic. Sorry, Townsend. I forgot to update that. Boy, I wish I could do that live on the air because I know the graphic is in there. I just didn't slip it in the slot. Maybe I'll do that here at the end. But again, I do expect to see a good chance for showers and thunderstorms here for today. And it looks like Sunday is going to be a better day, and then a few hit and miss rumbles as we get into next week. All right, Big Hole. Let's take you into the Big Hole region. And that's not the Big Hole region. All right. That was Whitehall. I hope I didn't screw up Whitehall. We'll come back to Whitehall, but at the Big Hole region, let's get into Wisdom. A good chance for showers and thunderstorms here today and into this evening, and then scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms are possible into Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs in the 60s and 70s, but look at the lows in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Possible at night for the Wisdom area. Yikes, that's a little cold for this time of the year. Let's see what's next. Madison Valley, your forecast for today. If I did screw this up, yep, looks pretty good. We have a good chance for showers and thunderstorms, although it kind of bypassed you a little bit yesterday, but there is a high probability of some soaking showers and thunderstorms throughout the day and into this evening. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s to low 70s for highs and lows into the 40s. And Ennis, your extended forecast again, scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday into Saturday, Monday into Tuesday. And you'll see overnight temperatures in the cool 40s as you go through the next 7 days. Ruby Valley, your forecast again is cool and wet for today. I do expect to see 60s and 70s this afternoon and 40s for overnight temps tonight, but there's a high probability of moisture. Very solid chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go through this afternoon into this evening. We'll pick up a few more pockets of moisture as we get into tomorrow. And again, locally windy around a lot of those thunderstorms this afternoon. So Twin Bridges, your extended forecast, low to mid 70s for today into tomorrow. Could be almost 80 degrees by Saturday. And then scattered showers and thunderstorms are in there for Tuesday and into Wednesday. Overnight lows in the 40s. But again, let's you look at the POPs at the bottom. The probability of precipitation is high. Is high for Friday, slight chance for your Saturday, and then off and on chance there for Tuesday and into Wednesday. So a little cool and a little wet. And for Virginia City, similar pattern, but you're going to be stuck in the 60s for several days, maybe a low 70 by early next week. So it's a little on the cool side in the afternoon. Lows staying roughly in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Again, a solid chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon into this evening, and then a few hit and miss showers and thunderstorms as we get into the middle part of next week. Okay, I'm losing my voice. Going to take a quick promo break, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to continue our venture down into the microclimates.
Good morning, Mike. I just wanted to give you a call and let you know that you've done a great job being given lemons and turning it into lemonade. Congrats on all your hard work, and I really appreciate all the support that you're getting as well.
I spent years relying on those generic weather apps, only to get caught in thunderstorm I never saw coming. Then I found Herd's First Forecast on Facebook. It's hyperlocal analysis, not a bot. Now I actually know what the conditions are before I leave. Just look it up.
Honey, I'm getting ready to go for a bike ride. I better check Herd's First Forecast. I don't want to get stuck in any lightning or thunder. Mike says it looks good. I'll be back in a couple hours.
When it comes to the weather in southwest Montana, I'm plain fussy. I won't watch anyone but meteorologist Mike Herd, period. Whether I'm checking his first forecast on Facebook or streaming it on YouTube on my TV, Mike's the only one I trust for real weather expert analysis.
Heading out for some fun this weekend?
Just for the rodeo, but I am worried about this crazy weather.
Seriously, how are you tracking the storms?
I am just watching the radar app on my phone. I follow HERD's first forecast for all my local alerts. Mike provides hyper-local tracking that keeps me ahead of the weather. Go subscribe to his Facebook page.
Caught it that time. Don't leave me a comment. I actually caught it. I looked down and I saw the red. Okay, microphone is turned on. So those promo spots are actually slots for paid sponsorships or paid ads. So if you want to have your commercial on here, let me know. And there's easy ways to make ads these days. If you need help making a commercial, don't worry, I can help you with that. We can make it as simple as a graphic, and I can read a little tagline for your business, or we can actually produce an ad. It's very easy these days. So again, if you want to be a sponsor or have a paid advertisement here on HERD's First Forecast on our morning show, look it up. My address and email address and phone number are on the Facebook page up on top, and it's just wxmherd@gmail.com. All right, let's get back into our microclimates, and we're heading over into the Paradise Valley. You can see temperatures today in the 60s and 70s with 40s and 50s at night. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible today and into this evening, but it's not going to be an all-night deal. We'll probably look at some scattered thunderstorms early and then tapering late. Now, this is the same forecast I had for yesterday, and it just didn't work out. Most of the good stuff kind of bypassed your area yesterday afternoon. But today, the probability is high that you'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms in the Paradise Valley. So keep your fingers crossed if you're hoping for some rain, because it does look good even Saturday afternoon for some scattered thunderstorms in the region. And then next week is that pop-up late afternoon variety hit and miss thunderstorms. A little bit on the low side there. It might be overdoing it with the icon for thunderstorms on Monday, but the probability does go up for Tuesday and into Wednesday. But holding out in the 60s and 70s for the most part for the next 7 days. Overnight lows in the 40s. For the folks over there in the Livingston area. Let's head over towards the Tobacco Route, and as we get into Silver Star, Whitehall, and Harrison, I was afraid I was going to have Wisdom in here because I accidentally put this graphic in the Upper Big Hole region, but here you go. Whitehall, 71 today, 65 for Pony, around 70 for Harrison and Silver Star. And again, there is a good chance for some additional rain showers, thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. And you could pick up some locally heavy rain, just like we did yesterday afternoon. That is a possibility. So keep an eye out for some wild weather in the late afternoon hours. And for the extended forecast, again, we do expect to see at least a few thunderstorms on Saturday, mostly sunny and dry on Sunday, and a few hit-and-miss thunderstorms as we get into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Overnight lows will be a variety of 40s and 50s there, as you can see for Whitehall over the course of the next several days. Yellowstone Triangle, let's get you down towards the park. And if you're heading up to Big Sky, we're expecting 60 today, around 44 for tonight. West Yellowstone will fall off in the low 30s overnight, but 65 for high today. Down inside the park, looks like a good chance for showers and thunderstorms here today. And Island Park, Idaho, 68 for high today, 38 for an overnight low tonight. And again, a good chance for some thunderstorms in your region. Here's the extended outlook for West Yellowstone. Again, a good chance, 60 to 80% chance you're going to get wet today, and even again tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, a good chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms in your area. Tuesday and Wednesday, again, additional showers and thunderstorms will try and clip your region. Taking you up to Big Sky, again, good chance for off and on thunderstorms Friday into Saturday. Sunday looks good, and then hit and miss late afternoon variety of pop-up thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday. Slight chance into Thursday of next week. Okay, now we got 656. All right, let's get into some event forecasts, and then we'll get into the winner of the silent auction here. And let's take a look at a fundraiser in Butte tomorrow. This will be at the Butte Civic Center from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. A fundraiser to raise money to restore the old steam engine that's out there in front of the Civic Center. So they're raising money for that. I think this is the second year in a row they're trying to raise money, and that'll be ongoing at the Butte Civic Center. Big event in Whitehall this weekend. It starts today. Mountain Man gathering there. Lost Hawk is the forecast here, and a good chance for showers and thunderstorms today. Trying to be optimistic, but I still think tomorrow afternoon and evening there could be a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in your area. And by the time we get into Sunday, should be a little bit better. But again, temperatures will be highly varied over the course of the next several days, but cool and unsettled. So it'll be a little bit of a raw event for you folks attending the Mountain Man gathering there in Whitehall. And of course, Spud Fest, the event going on in Manhattan. Right now, I'm still optimistic that it will be dry for the parade starting at 11 a.m. I got a temperature around 60 degrees or so, but partly cloudy to cloudy, a little bit of wind, and there will be a chance for some thunderstorms later into the afternoon. And I did get a hold of those folks over there. I am going to try, not going to guarantee it's going to work, but I am going to try to live stream the parade. So I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I've got some equipment that I need to see if I can get to work. And I was trying to get to work last night, and I was having trouble, but I'm going to try. And so be tuned in to Hertz First Forecast Facebook page and YouTube channel around 11 a.m. Saturday morning, and we'll try and broadcast that parade here online. Of course, the other big event is the Irish Festival in Butte. Begins today, goes through Saturday, and it's pretty much done by Sunday. But unfortunately, it seems like every time we have a Irish Festival, we have some inclement weather, and we're expecting scattered showers and thunderstorms. The best chance are from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the Butte area. Again, there will be some gusty winds, and it'll be chilly and raw for the Irish Festival in Uptown Butte. And I had to laugh at one comment that I saw online that Henri Ross stands for "It Will Rain in Butte." It's the Irish equivalent of "It Will Rain in Butte," but again, it looks a little unsettled there for you folks up in the Butte area. All right, silent auction is coming to a close. Tyler, I believe you're in Livingston. Averman, $250 is what he bid on my Hertz First Forecast coffee mug. And again, it's not even worth $250, but it was a fundraiser to try and raise a little bit of money and help support my business and help to support my business getting off the ground. So I want to thank you, Tyler. I'll be reaching out to you via Facebook, and I greatly appreciate you bidding on that coffee mug, and I'll get it mailed off to you, and it'll be a good time there. And I want to thank you very, very much for everybody that donated. And in fact, I've got a few more of these mugs, but I've only got one black and white one. So this is an original, but I've got a few blue ones, and I'm going to try and sell off here over the course of the next couple of weeks. So we're getting very close to the top of the hour, and I had one comment in here. Mark says 1.65 inches in the rain gauge this morning, just north of Three Forks. Good grief. Let's see. Diane, huge storm in Sheridan last night. We got a significant amount of rain. My rain gauge shows over 2 inches. Wow, that's incredible. So again, you guys have rain reports. So drop a comment in there, and I'll try and compile a graphic for later this afternoon. Tyler says, hell yeah. Thanks for all you do, Mike. Yeah, you bet, Tyler. And thank you for being a subscriber and getting in on the silent auction. And I greatly appreciate that as well. All right, guys, it is 7 o'clock. Second week of doing this, talking for an hour solid with a little bit of a break off and on. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. And again, doing the digital meteorology thing now and trying to build it from the very basic elements that I've got, and then trying slowly add a little more, hopefully hardware, software, and better broadcasting equipment in the months to come. So I'm hopefully going to really ramp all this up October, November. That's my goal. Hopefully I can get a better weather computing system, and I really look forward to presenting some highly improved content. Right now it's a little rough, and that's okay. It's just the nature of how things are. And again, I want to thank all of you for your support, watching in the morning, watching in the evening, commenting. And my subscribers are fantastic for leaving me photos, especially down there in the wildfire. I couldn't believe how many subscribers I had out of the Polaris area that were watching my content and sending me pictures and updates, and along with family members. So it was a very, very impactful week here in southwestern Montana with fires and now cool, wet weather. All right, at 7:01, I've gone over, and wife is walking out to say hello and give me a kiss, and we'll have a good day, and I will see you tonight at 5:30. I hope. I'm going to try and go to Manhattan to test out some live equipment, and hopefully I can get to you at 5:30. If I can't do a 5:30 show,